So Nathan, do you know why I'm so excited?
It must have something to do with the 2016 Nissan Titan XD that's bright yellow.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. And we're running our 100-mile highway MPG loop to get the real data in the real world.
That's right, and I'm thinking that this thing's gonna get around 17 miles per gallon.
Oh, is that your bet?
Yep.
You know what? I'm gonna root for the truck, and I'm gonna say 19. Even though it's a little bit cold.
Yes,
it's a little bit cold.
And that can have a minor effect on gas mileage. So what do you think? How about cup of coffee?
Ooh, a hot cup of coffee, the large one.
Yeah, it's 20 degrees out here. I think that'll help.
All right, and that's coming up next
on the Fast Lane Truck. That's the standard thing that we've been doing with trucks for quite some time. We're going to fill it up, we're going to do our loop, and when we come back, we're going to fill it up again, and we'll be able to mathematically equate how much gas we've used, or in this case, diesel. All right, now we're timing 30 seconds. Yeah, that was a nice little chunk. Now it's time to do the run. Should be fun.
Let's switch to two-wheel drive because we do all our runs in two-wheel. This truck is actually in the class where it's not rated by the EPA.
That's correct, which is also an issue. So everything we're getting by ourselves without any help from the EPA.
And this is real-world testing. We're going to be running basically a 100-mile loop. Using GPS, it is about 98 miles.
98 miles.
And 70 miles an hour. That's the speed we've used with other trucks. Okay, here I'm live at 68.
Okay, and this says 70.
So I think we need to move up a couple clicks.
All right, so why don't we cut the difference between the two, put this up at 71, which should show 69 on yours.
The top two gears, the 5th and 6th, are overdrives. So
okay.
I mean, it is, the strengths of a diesel truck, traditionally are highway cruising like this and getting decent mileage.
This puts out 310 horsepower, but most importantly, 555 pound-feet of torque. It's hooked up to an ACEN 6-speed automatic transmission. This is a 4-wheel drive vehicle, so it can feed all 4 wheels. Now keep in mind, this is actually a pre-production vehicle, but what you're basically seeing here is what you're going to get. And I can tell you this, at least it sounds kind of cool. Noise level is really low for a diesel.
Yeah.
The last diesel I drove was a 2500, so this is nowhere near as clattery. So that's good for some people.
Yeah.
I like the engine though. I really do. I love it when it was taking off.
Well, you can tell it's there, right?
Yeah, it's kind of got a little burble to it, a little bit more noticeable than some other diesels, or perhaps a little bit more pronounced.
We're exiting and looping back towards the fueling station.
That's right.
Can you give me a little teaser? What is the computer saying right now?
18.8 miles per gallon.
Ah, my truck is doing well.
Yeah, and if you're going to get a diesel, obviously fuel mileage matters to you. So currently we're at 18.5. We dropped a little bit, but that's because we accelerated getting back on the highway. Current real-time fuel economy average, 14.3 miles per gallon.
What?
Yep, 14.3.
We were close to 19.
Yeah.
But we're kind of losing some elevation and now gaining a little bit of elevation.
We're gaining back the elevation that we lost. So overall, MPG...
It will equal itself out.
Should equal itself out, but we dropped as low as 14.1 at one point.
All right, well, let's get to the pump and show them the final results, shall we?
Absolutely. I didn't have to touch the brake once on the highway. So this is as good as it gets. It took 5.86 gallons. My guess, my bet was 17 miles per gallon.
16.72. I think you nailed it.
I think I got coffee. So now you're gonna have to stay tuned and see how this does with the trailer. Howdy folks, Nathan ADLEN here, high up in the Rockies with my buddy
Andre Smirnov.
And we are here with the brand new 2016 Nissan Titan XD, and this baby is the Pro 4X, built for off-roading. And what are we gonna do with it?
We're gonna try to take it up Goldmine Hill for the Gold Hitch Awards.
That's
we have
right.
a new category of off-road vehicles this year for 2016. We're gonna go up the snowy and icy path and see how the truck does, right?
I think we'll just do a little bit of thrashing in the snow too, because nobody's taken this thing in the snow yet. We need to do that.
No.
That's what we do.
We're crossing our chains here. We got a safety breakaway cable. Also using a drop hitch because the Titan actually sits pretty high. The truck only squatted about 1 inch. So when you're hooking up trailers to the Titan, just remember that it's a pretty tall truck and it doesn't squat a lot. All right, we're weighing the Titan and the trailer.
All right, go ahead, pull off and park. Come get your ticket.
Now we have the trailer hooked up, and this is our highway test, MPG test, 100 miles. We got the big Cummins V8 in there. Let's do it.
So we filled it up all the way, and we're gonna give it 30 seconds as of now to die down, then one squeeze, and when it tops off, it tops off. Okay, now we do the run, we come back and we fill up and we see how it did.
And we're setting it about
71 miles per hour.
71.
Yeah, the GPS app said that when we were at 70, it recorded us in
Like
68,
68, yeah,
69,
so-
around then.
So we moved up one.
Yeah, so we're as close to 70 as we can be. Now, bear in mind, this is a pre-production vehicle, so, you know, there's going to be a few things that'll, I'm sure, be ironed out by the time it's production.
So the base Pro 4X starts right over $50,000.
That's right.
And then we have several packages. Utility package, luxury package on this truck. So we are right over $58,000 on this truck. Which is a considerable chunk of change, but once again, you're talking about the heavier duty truck, beefy, right?
That's right. And to be honest with you, I can barely tell there's anything behind us.
Right.
The squat has been minimal.
Minimal, about 1 inch. We measured it, yeah.
And this is something that I noted when we were driving before. The ride, now normally a lot of trucks that are built to tow ride better when they're towing.
Mm-hmm.
It's riding fine, but it rides very similar to how it was
Empty,
right? So even unladen, the ride is quite good.
Right.
So across the board, this, at least the Pro 4X, very good ride quality combined.
Unloaded or loaded, right?
Exactly.
It's very similar. Nathan, I think we need to make a bet
Let's make a bet.
on the MPG. So where do you think this truck will end up by the time we get back to the pump?
Well, you know, it's just loping along well under 2,000 RPM. It's got a lot of torque behind it. It doesn't really need any extra go.
Right.
I'm thinking this thing can do 12 miles per gallon.
I would say 11. How's that? I'm gonna bet you 11.
All right, well, I'm gonna say 13.
Really? Are you gonna go there?
I'm gonna go that.
Our tire pressures are about where we want to be, around 65. Our transmission is barely warm. It's not working very hard.
So far, at least for the last 50-something miles, it's been 11.
Okay.
11.
Well, my bet was 11, but it underreported last time.
Okay.
So your bet was 13.
And Kent, who didn't bet, but he said 12.
Yeah. And of course, you know, you won the last bet, part one.
Yes, I did.
So I really want to win this one.
I'm excited because it's been a long day. We've been doing a lot of testing, and I'm hoping that it's over 11 miles per gallon because that's what it's been steadily on almost the entire trip. So I'm hoping it's just a little bit higher than that. We'll see. Done. Ready?
Okay, so what are the gallons?
8.822.
Now I have 98 miles based on GPS distance, 8.822 gallons, and the calculation 11.1.
Okay, folks, so 11.1 MPG on this and 11 on this. So basically 11 miles per gallon. That's actually really good on this loop, but there's something more importantly coming up very soon.
That's right. The iGauntlet run, right?
That's right. We're going to put this on the iGauntlet. Tell them about it.
We're going to have a special trailer. It's going to be a surprise. So stay tuned for that. We're going to get the times, then MPG's up the hill.
We're also going to take this baby off-road because we have it. Why not use it, right? So thank you so much for joining us.
And that's coming up next
on the Fast Lane Truck.
You don't have to be lonely.
No,
farmers.
No, let's not do that.
No, that's good stuff. Come sing with me.
Okay.
You don't have to be lonely. Farmers, chick persons.
I've never seen that commercial.
You've never seen that commercial? No. It's all over Colorado. You guys know the commercial I'm talking about.
I'm not sure what channels you're watching.
Okay, that's a good point. All right,
I'm watching Netflix.
Why don't you stop the camera? They've seen enough.
Okay, go. All right, I started the timer. We just crossed, and we're merging onto the iGauntlet highway. All right, we want to bring you guys more data. And so the first talking point is power while we're accelerating to the speed limit, correct?
You can hear the power. Yeah, so no problem getting up to 60 here, right?
Yeah, that's 6.2. It goes, and it sounds great.
There we go. So let me give you some numbers for comparison, okay?
All right.
Okay.
And we're doing the big three, you know, the best-selling pickup trucks in the country.
Well, why are we not including Toyota and Nissan?
Well, actually, it's kind of hard to do it all in the one video. We only have 8 minutes. And we're talking about the big three best-selling trucks.